I'm in the building late night. We out here having late night convos. Damn, hold on, shit. We outside with it, enjoying. And before anyone just, questions, what am I doing outside? Yo, All Star, isn't it like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m.? Yes, it is, but I'm a night owl and sometimes I want to just also get, do some exercise, go to the gym, or maybe just get some fresh air. You're inside, you're doing a lot, having a lot of calls, or, you just, I need some air. This is what I do. What's good, Andre? What's up with it? What's happening? You know? Um, yeah, yeah, but I've been up doing some research though, for sure. Tina, what's up with it? What's up? I think, like, really, it's like, I do such deep research on uh, topics. Like, I really do a lot of research on topics. And I've said this before, but I was like, I probably would have been like a private investigator or detective somehow, because I am one now, but like, the way that they do it, I was like, I could be really good at that by the information that I've been finding out and figuring out. Because tomorrow, during the day, I'm going to be covering CoryxKenshin's situation. And for those who don't really know who CoryxKenshin is, he's a big YouTuber, huge YouTuber. People love him, you know what I'm saying? But there was a situation that came out with his ex-girlfriend speaking on emotional abuse, manipulative stuff, narcissistic behaviors. And I'm going to be covering that. Yo, B3, what's up with it, bro? But I'm going to be covering that tomorrow. Well, basically today, but I'm going to be doing it to the afternoon because things like that is what needs to be. There's gonna be a conversation about it, and it could have really great potential for people to see it, a lot of people to see it. But I also just want to dive deep into situations like that. Even if he wasn't a big YouTuber, I think stories and situations like this is important for men to hear out and listen to things like that. And what men can truly learn from situations, especially being an influential man, or if you want to be a high profiled man, there's gonna be navigations that I need men to listen to, because that's a lot of on who I coach. A lot of them are highly profiled, and that's where I like to aim it at, or people that's coming up into the spotlight. Because hey, save yourself and give yourself some time from a headache, because stay away from the mess, but you got to be clean yourself. You know what I mean? So it's shit like that I'm gonna be covering. But that's that deep work for real. I really could have been like a private investigator, a detective, or somehow. I was like, yo, the type of work I'm doing, the research, the captions, the screenshots, I'm like, woo, you would, damn, I love it. I mean, this is what I do though, because I think that Corey Kenshin situation is something worth to talk about. So that's why I really like to do it. Anything that I'm guided to talk about or to share or to discover, I'm going to share it. But if I don't, if even if it's a big situation and I don't want to speak on it, because I could talk about it, but if it's not something I'm guided to, I don't want it. I really don't want that shit. Oh yeah, I seen y'all on the panel. Y'all was chopping it up. Y'all was doing your thing. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. This is just, we chilling out here. I'm just chilling. There was actually a party going on like right next to me. I was low key thinking about asking, but people were yelling crazy and shit. I was like, I ain't trying to be part of nobody that's yelling. And like, I think they were just drunk, but that yell was sounding crazy. It had like a lot of rasp in the voice too, so I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really good off a situation like that, you know. And something too that I've been noticing, I think we all know it, but we all been dealt with cards. We all have been dealt with cards to use in life. And it's important for us to know what cards we have and what cards we can use, what cards we can counter, and what cards are against us as well. Now, I'm going to be going a little bit deeper into that for the live tomorrow, but specifically just with this, and this is me just like kind of talking about it, because we're all dealt with cards. That's honest. Like, that's honest. Because we can even take it in the sense of like physicality, like how are you, what's your height, the social status and shit like that, stuff like that. But just that isn't the end all be all. It's just that you can also use your cards to gain momentum in social hierarchy or in dynamics. just, conversation and social interactions. Like, what is your stuff? It's like your strengths and weaknesses, kind of. But there's some cards to be played at. Tina says it's good to know when to protect your space and peace. Yes, it is. It is. It really is. And what to dive in and what not to dive in. Like, know when to go, know when to get out of the situation, know when you shouldn't be a part of a situation. A lot of that you can gain that from experience. You can gain that from not listening to your intuition. You can gain that from, you know, other things, observation. You can learn that just by feeling a feeling, which is instinct or intuition. But people has to know their limits. And limits isn't bad. Only thing I would say is bad with limits is if you keep limitation upon yourself so you don't grow. Now that would be the only G-Man, what's up? What's going on? I seen your channel, by the way. I seen your channel. Good shit. But yeah, regardless though, I think it's important for people to know that part. Cause for no limits when it comes to your growth and your evolution and what you want in this world. But limitations to when and got to get yourself out of situations and how far you should go in some situations. Because some things don't require as much attention as you may think it does, you know? And it's like, I don't even want to say as if situation, but I think conversations like this to where when I bring stuff up like this to me is what exclusivity is. Because yeah, exclusivity is definitely places for where people can be, certain hierarchies, whatever. That exists, of course, but I've been in places like that many times. But I believe exclusivity starts with knowledge, and then of course, you can be in places. If you can be in places that require exclusivity, but that don't mean you're an actually exclusive person. That don't mean you're a very important person. That don't even mean you're highly classified. You know what I'm saying? Or highly profiled, whatever the case is. But knowledge is exclusivity. What you know and how you know and what you can do about it is exclusive. And that's the shit that I like to share with my community, with my stars and everything, because everything it's exclusive. All the stuff that I speak along, or even the stuff that I learn, even the people that come around, it's always sharing common things, but exclusivity is a huge thing for me. I keep talking about it, but I also have it in my bio and shit, but it's a lot. Whether there's people that come up to the panel, certain topics to talk about, but then that's also for everybody to get that within themselves, their own exclusivity to them. Like, who are you to you and why are you that to you? And then, you can also share that with the world. But these are some raw thoughts, some great conversations though. I was having some good convos earlier. And even just, focusing on certain things too. That really matters. B3 says awareness of one's limits is important. How else would you be able to break them? Yeah, very true. Exactly. All that, bro. The awareness and, like awareness and again too, like the pivoting and when not to go into a situation, awareness into those things. And of course it can't be all just one night, but that don't mean you can't listen. That you can still listen. You guys gotta listen and trust. That's really what it comes down to, bro. And just for a lot of things, a lot of people can learn from choosing their cards right. Choosing their cards right. A lot of people can learn from that. Cause there's not a lot of honesty in this world, bro. To be honest. And I'm not saying that to be sad or upset. It's just what it is. It's just that there is not a lot of honesty. There's a lot of facades. There's a lot of people-pleasing tactics. There's a lot of strategy in this world. There's a lot of fake people, all that jazz. I mean, just the world itself. It's interesting. And I think we were talking about how authenticity is the most polarizing because being authentic and honest and true and speaking with integrity, speaking with honesty, being assertive. You can be kind and assertive. Like something I like to talk about is smooth assertiveness. Like I don't need to necessarily be direct and harsh with it. Now I can come out if it needs to, but smooth. I can say something without, and it just learns too from experiences. So that's why I say smooth assertiveness. But I can I can speak on topics. I can say things assertive, but smoothly. I can just choose my words wisely, basically, because there's a lot of um, sensitive people out here. For real though. What's good, Femi? What's up with it? Great to see you again. B3 says a lot of people pleasing, just not wanting drama. Sometimes the best thing to do is tell someone how you really feel. It very much is, though. It very much is. I was just having a conversation about that the other day. Because there's just a lot of fake shit in this world, man. Just a lot of it, you know? And I'm not even complaining about it. I just like observing and seeing. And I get it. And two, because there's like this thing where there's the game and then there's the game. So the game which I reside in, and I'm not gonna say I don't reside in the other game, but the game that I know to be true is authentic. Is you, is self-love, creator of yourself, your reality, your peace, what you create for you. That's game. Plus more and becoming like a star, all-star in this shit. And then there's the game of strategies, certain masks to wear, certain things to say, certain things to do, moving strategically to move up in the hierarchy. That really resides in people who are inauthentic, and it happens a lot in companies. It happens a lot in companies. I'm talking on some exclusive shit right now. I'm actually glad we don't got too many people right now. No cap. This is good. This is good. Information like this is out there, but like true information to really like talk about these things, not every people know it. That's the thing. But yeah, there's that game in the world where you gotta, it's like it's frowned upon to go directly and approach a lady, but then it's looked as better if you look at her bio, you look at her Instagram, you find out what she likes, and you become what she likes. That looks better, right? Crazy though, the world, man. Great to hear, Femi. I'm glad. Keep up the good work. But yeah, man. But it's just things like that. It's just so interesting to me. It's very intriguing because although I live in an authentic and true place, because even being authentic and true also means to look at like your imperfections, right? Because nobody's perfect, but it's to look at the things to grow upon as well. Like that's the truth. That's authentic, versus like the other reality of just it's beautiful out here, bro. When you can see the worlds and you can also jump in and out of them too, though. Because although people praise the truth, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what people want, though. On some real shit. What's good, Sohab? We're talking about the game World 1 and the game World 2. Ooh, I'm probably going to call it that. World 1, World 2. World 1 is you, World 2 is the world. But I'm just giving out just conversation on this. It's no script, just going off basically off of that. Talking about the truth, because even authenticity is such a praised word now. It's everybody's like authentic, but people use it in inauthentic ways, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like that's game though, and being able to see that game, those strategies, right? Because somebody who can reside in World 2, which is the game we're gonna talk, which is that. So for going forward, World 1 is the game of us, right, in life. World 2 is the game of the world and what's been created for society and all that jazz. So we have that. But it's game when you can catch on to like sleazy salesmen, when you can catch on to the that type of smooth tone and picking up and adapting to you to make you feel like they know you. So it's like when you can catch on to that, you're like, oh shit, okay, that's game. Because I, experience. Plus, if you don't necessarily see it, I will give you my glasses. Every time I speak, you will be wearing a pair of my lens. I'll be sharing that with stuff like this. Because this is, I mean, these are important conversations, you know? But, yeah. But you got, because you got to, and even in companies, like, I want people you got to build strategy in that bitch. Because people are strategizing against you, you know? We ain't got to adapt to them. Because I got this quote that I love, and it stayed with me forever. I forgot where I heard it from, but it was basically never adapt to the environment, but influence it. So definitely learn you and your strength of your cards. I think I talked about this when was this? Oh yeah, oh my God, it's so amazing how like things really just come into alignment into like things just everything is a constellation because everything connects, but like when everything connects and you start to like really grasp why these things were connecting for a reason, you're just like fuck. Cause that's real. Cause I was thinking about that ballerina quote that I was telling y'all. Don't play to their strengths, play to your strength. That's how you win. Damn, that's crazy. And we just talking about playing the cards, but I just thought about that crazy. Man, my mind is, I be blowing my own mind, bro. For real. But that's just beautiful. B3 says, what are your thoughts on people needing others to tell them they're worthy to feel respected? Meaning like people who can't please themselves. My first thing was going to say I don't respect them. To be honest, I don't respect people like that. But how I see it and my thoughts on it, because that's just really like that's that like, but my like even when I peel back that layer, because it's not that I dislike them, I dislike the choices, but I also when I hear that, I hear empowerment too. You know, and a thing that I've been learning a lot is how like I've been having self-love creates compassion, being able to see others even if they're at their worst, to see best. That doesn't mean to not see the worst, right? Because the worst, in order to see the worst, means that there is a best, yin and yang, right? There's real laws to this shit. So I also see like empowerment. I can see passion, but their empowerment and their passion is in putting it so outwardly that they don't even realize that all the power they're already doing to give to the other person is the power that already resides in themselves, right? Because the perception of power or the need of external being liked is only the yearning of the need we need within ourselves. You know, that's why people are like, don't expect people to treat you the way you treat them, kind of thing. Beautiful quote. Beautiful quote. What's up, Chaplain? Proverbs 16:7. To win a man's way, please the Lord. He even makes his enemies to be at peace with him. He even makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. That's a true. That's a true quote. That's a true quote. I like that quote too, because there's wisdom in that. Appreciate you sharing that. You know, but that's my thoughts on that though, B3, because before, it's still like I don't respect them, right? But it's then it transforms and evolves into like it's deeper than just not a respect. Now we gotta ask why and then all that, cause I believe I have the genuine belief. I don't even know if it's a belief. I just genuinely believe that people are able to always get exactly what they want, you know? And even if what they want is for people to please people, that could be their want. But there's always a yin and yang to everything. So because you get such bad examples, you feel inconsistent, you feel lost and confused because you're like, I just want to be respected. But you're putting it so outwardly. So what you're really saying is that I want to respect myself and I need to be liked because I don't like myself. So stuff like that blows my mind because things are a lot more than what they see. It could sound super deep, but honestly, when you just open your eyes to the world, people, life, and most importantly yourself, you can see those things. And it's not this superior way of looking at shit. It's just, it comes with truth to you. Because if I was never to get as deep as I can with me, I wouldn't be able to see things the way I can now. And plus, having mentors, people who are able to guide me through shit like that, I can't take all the credit. I can't take all the credit at all. I've been blessed with great mentors and teachers in my life. Jordy, forever great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to everybody. Welcome in. My name is All Star Izzy. This is more of a chill after hours live. You know what I usually like to do, but this is just some real conversations that we are having. No script, just chilling, enjoying. You guys can engage. You're more than welcome to subscribe if you're not. It's up to you. Would I like that? Hell yeah. But also, it's better if you want it rather than me want you to want it. You know? 100. But, oh, excuse me. Chaplain says, have you ever felt like no matter what you do or achieve is not enough for being fulfilled? For being filled. No, I don't think so. You know, I used to, Chaplain. I used to definitely feel like that. I used to feel like no matter what I did or achieved, it's not enough for being complete or full. I could never be complete. But in the sense of like when it comes to goals and achieving and ambition, I would never be complete 100%. But as far, see, I like, very great question, Chaplain, because my fulfillment comes from being able to make a choice. So yes, you have felt like it before. Yes, I have, most definitely. I have definitely felt like the things that I did, the shit that I achieved was nothing. Because in that aspect, a lot of that was coming from a place that I need to do right, okay, so this is for a lot of high achievers and highly ambitious people. I'm still I'm still highly ambitious. I'm still an overachiever at things. The thing is though, what transformed for me was that now I just want it for myself. And because the more I link in line with what I love to do, I get fulfillment out of that. And the fulfillment truly started to evolve into because I can make a choice for me. And because I can choose for myself and I can make a decision, I find fulfillment in creating and making a decision. But before, yeah, I wanted to be like, look at my achievements, look at my medals. And I probably still even have that small in me. Like, you know, I'm out here, I'm grinding, I'm doing my thing. No. I do have it in me, but not in the sense that I need to be validated. It's just that I have this complete trust, right? That what I do will get me exactly what I want. Simple as that. I'm still in this content creating world. I'm basically a content creator. I won't take that away because that's true. But I do this because this is real to me. Like this is genuinely my lifestyle. You know, so I'm just sharing it. So yeah, I want that 1,000. Yeah, I want that 10K. I'm not gonna take it that for hell no. I would never take that. But that's because I know this shit is gonna get it, and I'm gonna get it, and it's gonna happen. When it happens, I'm like, fuck yeah, you know. So that part is true. But before, it was definitely based on people's lens. You know, like especially growing up a lot in school, I was always cool, but not like a super popular person. I wasn't always, you know, the one to fit in. I kind of was outcasted, but a lot too is like everybody has all these things or, you know, material stuff. I didn't grow up with a lot. We had to create what we believe was a lot, which is very fortunate of me. Grateful for that. Never taking it away, not complaining. But because I seen what was like the reactions from people, I was like, damn, like I gotta get more now. Like I want that reaction. And then I started seeing that reaction was all based off just because I wanted to be liked. So it's just beautiful how things transform. Great question though. Great question. Both gotta want it. So yes, you have, yep, free will. Yeah, and free will is so beautiful because to have free will is to also know what decisions. Every decision has a reaction, a consequence to it. No, even good or bad, right? But that's the beauty of free will. And that's the beauty of becoming a creator and becoming a leader of your life. You're like, damn, I can really make things happen. And I actually I had a live, right? But it was this quote that I kept talking about, was just, I got a lot to live for, which I want people to truly comprehend in a very deep way. That every single individual, I believe genuinely, because it's from me. Everybody has something to live for. And with that being said, when you can come to the true terms that I get to create and make decisions in my life, you will not want to put yourself in harm's way or do dumb shit, because you have too much to live for. There's too much out here, and it's beautiful. For you, too much out here for you. I like how in depth these conversations get. Thank you. I appreciate that. Swab says, I think the same way I could always do better. Shit, that's in me as well. Chaplin says, like workouts, pain and difficulty makes you stronger. Yes, yes. And that's just the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? For me to have, and to get in depth and to talk about myself the way I can, comes from a honest place of the pain, there is that. There is that. But there's so much beauty in the pain. There's so much. And the hate people can have towards themselves, the hate that I had within myself at once, that became love to me. Because I get it. I was like, okay, wait, why do I have those? Why did I even have those things? Where did it come from? Where was it taught? And why was it taught? Why did I take it with me? Just beautiful shit started blossoming, becoming a flower blooming from the concrete. But underneath the concrete was always the soil you were coming from. And that just came out the tongue. Hold up. Listen, no script. Oh shit, that was tough. I fuck with that heavy. Oh man, I didn't know I had that in me. B3 says, friendly with everyone's friends, with none was my school life. Friendly with everyone's friends, with none was my school life. I had oh my God, I was such an interesting kid in school, bro. I was a troublemaker for sure. But I also rebelled a lot because I wanted to have like real conversations. And I was just, how I went about it probably was the reason why they was getting on me. But two, like, I always believed in just, we can have conversation. I was always intelligent when I was younger. I was like, I can be in the room too. Basically. Like, that's my attitude. Like, I can be in the room and I know myself to be in this room. So let's talk type shit. And Tubman says, you always take care for the you of a few down. Yeah, for sure. Take care of the you now that matters a few years down the road. Exactly. And that's foresight. That's why I love to talk about the present, because it doesn't mean to be loose in the present, but now matters. Now, forever is right now. One of my favorite quotes I created. Forever is right now. It is happening. It will take you places. It's going to. Because everything is simultaneously happening and it's passing. And just as we're creating this live. I'm going to keep this live up because I didn't realize we were going to get deep in this bag. I fuck with it heavy. So it says, true, Isaac, that reminds me of the show that I'm watching, The Shy. These kids are from the hood, but one thing they couldn't take away was the creativity, imagination, intelligence, each other, etc. Yeah. It's a very fortunate thing, and it may not be seen like that at the time until unless you're open and you see it. But beautiful things happen from things that you don't have, and it creates a lot more care. And you're like, wow, like I'm glad that I have this now. I'm glad, like it took me a while to get here, but that's fine. Shit, we got it. I got it. But that's beauty in that. There's beauty in shit like that. So how about says, for example, one of the characters, Popa, I don't even know, like whatever. Just a high school kid, hosted a party, didn't have money, of course, for venue, but had social media friends, music, and cool personality. Yeah, bro. See, and so how about like that you said that. And for those who were here earlier, we're talking about using your cards. That's what stuff like that means. Use your cards. Play with the cards that you're dealt and figure that out. That's how I got to know a lot more about myself, because I didn't have much. Like, don't get me wrong, we wasn't like super dirt poor and shit like that. We had stuff. But of course, not as much as the others. But I learned my cards. I learned the things that got me to the rooms. I learned what all the, Then the cards evolve. Eventually, get new decks. That was good. I like that you just said that. So Hab, it really came into full circle for that. But yeah, great conversations. Big shout out to B3. Shout out to Sohab. Shout out to Chaplain. Glad to have you here. Glad to have those who are just listening, watching, coming in and out. Regardless, I mean I didn't even plan to talk this deeply into conversation like this. Because even tomorrow we will be going over this CoryxKenshin situation, which we'll even get deep in that bag too. But I'm gonna go live. I was gonna do a video, but it's something about being live and being able to engage and talk. I connect with it so much. I just got to. So how about says, and here I am waiting to host my own party, worrying about booking the venue, the money aspect, booking DJ. Isn't it amazing? The yin and yang. Isn't it amazing? That's a beautiful lesson you can take with you. You know? And that's that. You just gotta have like that unworldly trust. You just gotta be like, I'm gonna just do it. You know? Like you just gotta do it. You can't even think about that shit. Like imagine going to work out, lifting heavy. You just do it. You know? It's amazing. Because we always just do things just to do it for certain stuff. But we can make that a norm and effortless for ourselves. But yeah, it's a great conversation that we're having. I appreciate y'all. My name is All-Star Izzy. Welcome. This is my after hours. Invite only type of lives. Invite only conversations that I usually like to have different breeds out in the nighttime, which I'm grateful for. You know? Chaplain says, may the God of Hump fill you all with joy, peace, and blessings so that the power of the Holy Spirit may be around and Hump. Very true. Very true. Shout out to you for sharing. You know. Shout out to you for sharing. Yeah. I still got stuff to say. It's just that sometimes y'all ever just need to just take shit in a good way. Like it's just good to embrace the moment, enjoy, and let things like simmer in, a slow burn. Just allow things to come in. You know, and take it all in and enjoy it. Pause. But yeah, facts. I think I'm gonna go in a few though. Because I was really out here doing my research, and I did some workout earlier. But, I wanted to go live, and I was like, you know what, let's just go live. Let me go live. Let me just have a conversation. Let me just see what's up. I just felt something deep within myself. Was just like, I wanted to talk about a certain topic. So it's great to hear, like, there's obviously an attraction to that. Sub says, I gotta say, this is a nice show. It brought me to a lot of confidence. Taught me what I need to work on. That's good. That's good. That's good. I think there's a party going on still. Yeah, shout out B3. Shout out, yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. Hell yeah, bro. He's helped me with a lot. Yeah. Only if y'all were like enjoying this. So, see, this is gonna push me to do something. This is gonna push me to. I'm gonna be doing something in real life. I got to. It's only right that way. Yo, is it? Is it Bo? I think Bau. That's pronounced as Bo, correct? I used to say Baya, like Bu, but I think it's pronounced as Bo. What you hit today? I hit back and biceps. It was just cardio and leg day for me. Just cardio, just going crazy, literally. Cardio and leg day. The worst leg days, by the gods, bro. Leg day, leg day is not even that bad. I'm not gonna lie. Leg day is not that bad. I just be like, dang, oh yeah, I do gotta work out the legs. I be forgetting sometimes. Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to Bo. What's good with you? Did you get the news about Lily? Nah, what happened? Everything good? I haven't spoken to her since like a couple of days ago. I hope everything's okay. Shout out to everybody. You guys are more than welcome to hit the like button if you have not I am going to be keeping this live up. You guys are more than welcome to subscribe, be a part of the journey. I do wish to see some great places. Heart attack symptoms. Oh shit. Damn. Oh man. I don't know. I don't have her. I only have her on YouTube. But if you have a personal, um, contact or whatever, just tell her I hope she's okay. Yeah, I know. Never skip leg day, bro. I know it. I'm already knowing. I don't skip leg day, even though I just be like, damn. But I just do it. Like I'm coming to this place where I'm just like doing it instead of just like talking about it. No, obviously, but you know how we can always like complain about a certain workout. Instead of complaining, you know what? I just do that shit. I just go. Let's just do it. Let's just. I'm gonna waste my words anyways. Like I'm gonna say it but just do it, and that just sounds so inconsistent to me. So I just sound. I just go mute. Had to go in the hospital and have IV. Oh damn. Well, definitely you will do, but she wanted me to tell you. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Yeah, please tell her I said that let her know that you told me, but I'll make sure that twin is good. Hopefully she's really good, cause that's a lot. That's a lot. Damn. Please take care of y'all bodies. You know, I don't know how y'all situations are, but that shit really matters, bro. Health is so important too. Like as much as spiritual confidence and all that inner stuff, and you know, take care of your bodies, please, or eat right if that's anything, but just in general. I've had complications, not too many health complications, which I'm grateful for, but some people around me. So also says, "LOL Izzy, someone in our gym got kicked out because he was being nosy." Damn, what the hell? How are you nosy at a gym? What you mean? Like there was like gossiping or something? What's going like? When I go to the gym, I really don't even I don't care to talk to nobody. I be in and out. I be gone. I'm like, I remember this something that Coach EO said that stuck with me. He was just like just being there in and out basically, and just try to work. If I could, I would really have my own home gym. But I got a high rise. I got good space, but to have the actually efficient gym that I want, it's not gonna really be like that. Bo says, "What happened, Lily? Hope she's okay. This is my first time seeing you live. I was subscribed, but never heard have the hell Lily again. I heard she saying, okay, what went wrong? Oh, well, great to see you. Thank you, Bo. Shout out to everybody. I see y'all. Y'all here, supporting. I see y'all. Forming consistency, yes, absolutely. Forming consistency is so much more impactful than like like ego lifting, I guess, or like just trying to do certain excessive stuff. Because when I started targeting real or doing like the actual ways to do it, I started seeing better results for myself. Yeah, I hope she is okay for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. So it says being loud, just in his own world, yelling with his headphones on. Oh, that sucked. Oh, being nosy. I For some reason when you said nosy, I thought you meant like he was nosy in like other people's business and shit. Oh, that's crazy, bro. I remember one time I was at a gym and I'll be lifting and sometimes I can be loud, bro. I'll be like, cause that should be heavy. I'll be like, I remember once I had like a big ass like a yell. I just had to let it out it was like it was my final rep, but it was the most I've ever done on a bench press. See, I'm not like I got strength, but I'm not the strongest person. I'll say that. It was like, and I tried to push it, and I had to let it out, bro. So I mean, I probably would, in the future. I hope not though. But I've been learning to just keep that shit to myself. I go at private times in my to my gym, so that way like it's just me, maybe one other person, but you know. Nah, facts. I really let out like, I don't know. I just gotta let that aggression out. Like I can, you know, whatever. But that shit had to. I had to. When something is just a lot, you gotta just let out ah, you know. That's not how it sounds. I'm trying to be mindful of the people around, but that's just how like I sound. a lot more, you know, it's not like a roar or some shit. But I was like, bro, like, y'all better than me. Y'all just quiet about it. That's cool, but, bruh, yeah, man. But regardless, though, this is some good conversations, y'all. I wish to see y'all in the future lives, though, for sure. Cause one thing that I'm doing this month is I will be going live. You know, I might just do it every single day this month, to be honest. I've been damn near going live every single day this month, like actually for real. So I might just do every day. It's usually every other day, cause if I really have some shit going on, I'm not really finna be. Janubi, great to see you. I'm not finna be like going live that day. Not like that. He was actually talking, like doing his own dance routine to himself while lifting dumbbells. Oh man, people just need to put their headphones in. But shout out to him though. He was in his zone. I fuck with that. You see, that's why privacy is such an important thing, or like having your own, cause then you don't have to worry about like other people complaining. Like that's what I'm working myself towards, cause I want, and I'm gonna get a penthouse. But I know I'm gonna have neighbors, but it's like I want a private penthouse. I gotta see how that works out. I actually haven't looked up anything. Maybe y'all know something. But like once I get a penthouse, I want to be able to make noise. You know, not worry about like people complaining and all that jazz. Like I wanna be able to still have that. Cause houses are cool though. Don't get me wrong, houses are cool, condos, all that stuff. But it's something about that penthouse, bro. I'm definitely gonna want that, bro. I'm gonna get that shit for sure. I'm saying it now because it's gonna be true. But I want to say thank you, everyone. It has been a pleasure. It's been a great conversation. Um, I will be going live tomorrow. It'll probably be around. I like to say 3. It could be around 3 p.m. Like 3:30 ish, maybe 3 to 4. It'll be around that time, but I'll be covering the CoryxKenshin situation and things men can learn from it. Deep just teachings that we can take from it. And, just sharing that out. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm about to end in a second, but I just want to say I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to everybody. We in this thing. I hope to see you guys going forward into new lives, because it's always, listen, every time you guys see me live at late night, trust and believe it is always a different topic. She could be centered around in the same universe, but we could shit, we was talking about Australia the other day. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about, yeah, we was talking about the Indian shorties in Australia. Like, we was doing all that. So you never know what you get out here. But this is why I like it. I like that spontaneous shit too, with some structure during the days. Uh, excuse me, Bo says, how are the e-scooters where you're from? I'm from Australia. Oh, that's tough. I fuck with that. I was just talking to B3, telling him I really want to go to Australia. Like, I've been Janubi as well. But I was like, Australia's always been a dream place of mine since I was little. The e-scooters, is it like those, is it called e-scooters around these parks? That sounds so south of me to say. But, damn, did I really just say that out loud? That's crazy. Whatever, we ball. I forgot what they're called. I know. Let me keep reading what you're saying. Australia, and a lot of people have been hit by them, and then people who get hit from the guys on the e-scooters, all the women keep going. Not good. I guess the e-scooters are straight. I mean, I haven't heard of any complications. Like, I mean, I don't think e-scooters are mopeds. My friend used to have a moped, and it was actually crazy. He got arrested on a moped. I forgot why he got arrested though. Like, that was so crazy. Anyways, it's not very fast, but I hope that answered your question. Cause when I'm thinking about scooters, I'm thinking about like the electric scooters. Wait, that's an e-scooter, by the gods. Please listen, I'm smart, but there's some things that I gotta catch up on. All right, but no, they're straight. They're cool. I mean, I don't know too much about like disasters or any accidents on my end though, so I may not have the answer to that. But they're cool and fun and fast. Chaplain said, just subscribe to the channel. Thank you. May God bless all here tonight. Keep you safe, and as well as your family's journeys of life. Thank you as well. I hope to see you going forward. I hope to see you all going forward. I enjoy everyone's engagement, conversation. We all here talking, just creating, engagement out here, connections out here. This is what we like to do. We like to talk about these things, but I'm grateful you guys, joined up on a very late night special. I will be seeing you guys very soon. It has been my time. One thing I will always like to leave off is to shine within is to shine without. You got a voice for a reason. We out this thing. Peace, y'all.